From the News Channel 5 Network, this is Morning Line.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us on Morning Line. Nick Barris here on a Wednesday. And we have a good show on tap for you this morning. We're going to be talking medical-related issues, specifically, I think, maybe leaning more toward women's health this morning and on a couple of broad topics. Kind of separate topics in a way. There may be some overlap, but we want to cover as much as we can this morning and give you a chance to call in and get some of this free medical advice and living advice for the future as many of you age. And I know we do have several older viewers out there, but we have also younger ones that are thinking about dealing with aging parents, aging loved ones, and so that may apply to you as well. You see, as always, we've got the number up there on the screen, 737-7587, and two great guests this morning to talk about this. We'll kind of set the table, and you may think about a question that applies to one or two of them, and you're invited to join in the conversation. So let's introduce them to you this morning. With us from Golden Years is Tiffany Fitzgerald. Hello, Tiffany.
Good morning. How are you?
Nice to see you. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you again as well.
Dr. Michael Helton's with us with Helton Health. Nice to have you on, sir.
Glad to be here.
Good to see you. I'd shake your hand, but I can't reach all the way there. But thank you both. And, you know, I thought the best way to start the program, especially for our viewers, since we do have two kind of, in a way, separate topics that may overlap a bit, is to give you each a chance to talk a little bit about, you know, what you do and what your organization does and what Golden Years does. Let's start with you, Tiffany.
Well, Golden Years is a personal home care agency, and basically we provide services for seniors or those with behavioral health illness. And so what that is basically bathing, grooming, dressing, companionship, meal preparation. Basically, we can provide whatever the client may need. So.
Okay, and I know one of the focuses for today's show for you is more perhaps on the women in this situation. I guess we were seeing some of the info you provided us. 2/3 of all nursing home patients are women. Is this part of the reason, you know, I mean, women just outlive men? Is that the thinking?
That is correct. So basically, statistically, a lot of women end up outliving their partners or husbands, and you know, they are lonely, and there's a big need for companionship and just different things.
Do they have any different, would you think, issues or needs as they age than, say, aging men would? Same thing. I mean, the loneliness and stuff comes along. Are there health issues, things like this, that are a little different for them?
There are some health issues that they have. I mean, and basically men have them too, but Alzheimer's, dementia. Right. So basically we cater to those things. All
right, we'll get into that. And then also with us this morning, as I said, is Dr. Helton with Helton Health. And, you know, your specialty is family medicine, right?
Right.
Okay. And I know this morning, among other things, talking about focus on weight loss, not necessarily dealing with, seniors want to be healthy weight as well, but absolutely. Talk about what your focus is.
Well, I've been a family physician for 14 years, but for the last 2 years, I've had a specific interest in helping people lose weight.
Yeah.
And we have a program that I did personally myself and lost 55 pounds with this program. And so it changed my life, and I saw the impact weight loss made in my own personal life. So I started to pay it forward with my patients in my practice, and now I've expanded to other areas of Middle Tennessee with this program to help people, you know, learn how to live a healthy life by losing weight and maintaining that weight loss.
Okay, and I guess the focus, a lot of people think weight loss, you know, fad diets or surgical procedures.
Right.
I know you're not talking about surgical intervention here,
no,
though,
as
right?
a primary care doctor, I always say I don't do any surgery, so we try to teach people good nutritional concepts, stress management techniques, different ways to help them learn how to eat better, to live better, so they can lose weight and keep it off for the rest of their life.
Okay, it kind of lays it out there then. So, you know, we can touch bases on the weight loss issues, and then, of course, we also have the stuff with the senior living and especially with the focus maybe on the women and all this. And I'm just curious, these days with Golden Years, in terms of the care of the elderly. You talk about assistance, daily living and activities. This is where you will send people into homes, or do they come to a location?
Well, basically, we do send people into homes or institutions, and we will provide them with the different needs that they may have. And just kind of backing on what he was saying, you know, we do have a nutritionist that can assist as far as ensuring that they have a proper diet and making sure that we prepare their meals meals for them. So
is this where you? So you would go to their home then?
we would go into their home, and we also do personal shopping for them as well.
Okay, so you can put together their grocery list for them as well. So that might be part of that factor. Someone trying to decide what they're going to eat. Do you have a nutritionist? Do you go down through and look in someone's refrigerator? You ask them what's in the fridge? I mean, I know you don't go there and make house calls, but I mean, how do you start with someone when they come in and say, I want to lose weight?
Well, we go through and just see, what their goals are initially, how much weight they want to lose, and what is their diet like currently, and then we assess that and say, okay, here's what we can do to help improve your diet and improve what you're eating each day. So we do kind of have them revamp their kitchen and their cupboard, so to speak, and just kind of start from scratch with a whole new nutritional plan for these people to help them lose weight.
What did you have for breakfast this morning?
I had a shake so far.
Okay, so is this one you whipped up yourself?
Actually,
as a smoothie,
yeah, absolutely.
What'd you put in it? Come on, you got to share. No, I want to know.
I had my protein and some.
So you put protein powder? Because see, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you this. So you better start thinking about what you had. And I do not want to hear donut and coffee. All right, so you had protein powder?
Yeah, a little protein powder.
Whey protein?
Actually,
hemp
it was
protein?
soy.
Soy protein, okay.
Yeah.
Protein powder?
Yeah, soy protein and water, and that was it.
Okay, so that's basically you just do that. Do you ever throw any fruit in there? Or
occasionally we do, yes, sir.
Are you careful about fruit just seems, there's natural sugars in this. Some people stay away from fruit more than I think they should simply because they think, oh, there's sugars in there, carbs.
Right.
But, I mean, it's fruit.
It depends a lot, Nick, on what the glycemic index of the fruit is. Now, the glycemic index is a measurement of how much your blood sugar goes up when you eat a certain amount of food.
All right.
So some fruits are low in sugar.
Like for which ones would be?
Your berries are your lowest glycemic index fruits.
And some of the berries, though, actually sometimes taste the sweetest.
They do, but they're actually lower in sugar than like your watermelon or your cantaloupe or things like that. So you have to know what the glycemic index is to make sure you get the right fruit. If you're going to have fruit, make sure that it doesn't spike your sugar up when you eat that certain type of fruit.
What about bananas? They're one of the highest.
They're one of the highest.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're trying to stay away from bananas for a while.
What did you have for breakfast? Come on, shoot. Come on, no, come on.
Well,
no, that's all right. You can be honest.
I had fruit. I had a bunch of berries and banana.
Well, the thing is, now's the berry time. I mean, you can go get the berries. All right, we'll get into more of that with the diet, but we have a call already. So the number is 737-7587. Marie, go ahead. Hi, Marie.
Hi, thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
I have a question for the doctor. A few months ago, I have psoriatic arthritis, and I had to do Remicade infusions and with steroids, and so I gained about 30 pounds in, I would say, about 6 months or 7 months. And it has been, I'm not doing the infusions anymore, and now I'm on Enbrel, but it's been very difficult for me to lose that weight because I feel hungry all the time. Doesn't matter what I eat. I eat a lot of proteins. I'm allergic to a lot of proteins too, which makes it a little bit difficult for me. But it seems like I have not been able to lose a single pound. It doesn't matter what I do. I do not exercise much. I have to admit that. But I was wondering if you have any suggestions or anything that you can think of that I might be able to do to kind of get that weight loss started.
Great, thank you. I think a lot of people, because is this the medicine related weight gain?
Is.
Okay.
Yeah, the steroids, unfortunately, are a huge cause for weight gain for people, and it's almost something you can't control. Thankfully, now she's off the steroids, there's a chance she can lose this weight. Back again, what I said earlier, the glycemic index is critical for her. If she can follow a program that's a low glycemic program, and she needs to have protein in that, but if she can pick low glycemic vegetables and fruits, that will help her control her weight better. Also, portion control is huge here. I believe that if you eat smaller meals but eat more often, you'll actually lose weight at a more rapid rate. So if she can learn how to eat a smaller portion at one time, a low glycemic meal that's a smaller portion sizes, but eat more often so she doesn't feel as hungry.
Yeah, that's the thing. She said, is there anything that she can eat as much of as she wants until she's stuffed and it's not going to make her gain weight?
Probably not.
What about celery?
Celery's pretty close. I was thinking lettuce and celery.
Lettuce or celery? Of course, who wants to do that?
Exactly.
But lettuce or celery. Is there any calorie-neutral food that you eat and is so fibrous that you actually lose weight by eating it? I was going to guess celery because
it's pretty close to celery or lettuce.
But short of that, just
much,
about
yeah.
everything else. And you're not going to get a lot of nutrition from the celery and the lettuce.
Exactly right. It's just mostly water.
It's a balancing act. I sympathize with her situation, but a lot of people from steroids or different medicines gain weight while they're on them.
Absolutely.
And then they have to find a way to lose it later. And what if they're still on it? She's coming off it, but I don't see how you do that sometimes when you're on it.
It's a very big challenge when you're on the steroids long term.
All right, on that note, we got to take a break. When we come back, if you want to jump into the conversation, questions about weight loss, questions about senior living, especially if you're a woman, and some of the special needs that you may or may not have as you age. The number 737-7587. Back with your calls and our guests right after this. Stay with us.